What's going on, guys? Sgibs here, and this is another top play breakdown. Make sure to subscribe to the channel. Click that little button below here. Click that subscribe. Get updated every single time I put new videos out on this channel. But let's get this started. We are in the Seattle Seahawks offensive playbook, the gun, trips, tight, and offset. And I believe that this is pound for pound one of the most balanced plays in the game. The play is called X under, and we'll be able to run this against numerous styles of defense. Let's move the ball back a little bit here so there's more room on the field. And what you're going to find here is this play is a great what we call base play. A base play is typically a play that you come out in that gives you very quick, easy reads that's difficult for your opponent to defend against. The goal of the base play is to make your opponent have to defend against that one specific play at every snap of the ball, which then helps open up other parts of your offense and other plays. So the first thing to talk about this play specifically, you come out in X under, but you typically want to look to try to audible to the inside zone. You want to run the ball, and you'll be able to run the ball fairly well from this formation. Good trips alignment to the left, and you want your opponent to think run first while you still have this passing option. But we specifically want to look at the routes on the right side of the field. We call this a sail concept, where you have a table route to the halfback and a corner pattern to Witten. Now, this is very similar to what you've seen in years past. If you go back 3-4 years ago, gun split close halfback wheel, same route combos. This is the same thing you're seeing from that. It's just hidden in a different style formation, and that's what we like about this play so much. Now, what makes it difficult for defense to defend against Madden 18 is that underneath table route needs to have a hard flat zone or a man-to-man defender matched up against a halfback in order to stop it. So if you get a soft squat, if you get a cloud flat on the outside, if you get a curl flat on the outside, your opponent will not be able to contain it. They have to have a hard flat that will take away that route underneath. So the first thing that's going to do, it's going to force your opponent put a hard flat out on the field. So let's take a look at this example. If we reset the play, if they put a hard flat on the field like here with Kirkpatrick, you'll now see that Jason Witten route, he will get open as he breaks to that sideline. Yes, I was on a safety there, but the idea is once you have that hard flat there, it then opens up the route behind it to Jason Witten. Now, this will then force your opponent to play some type of Mabel coverage, a quarters coverage, maybe make them play man-to-man coverage. It's really going to force the tempo to that open side of the field, and that is a huge advantage for your offense. Now, what I also love about this play are the route combinations on the left side of the field. They're built to beat just about any defense you'll face in the entire game. Man-to-man, cover 2, cover 3. It doesn't really matter what you're going to face. The first hot route I like to make is to put the far left receiver, Des Bryant, on a hitch pattern. That's coverage audible, X, and then the right trigger. That's going to put him on a quick little smoke screen, hitch route, whatever you want to call it there, smoke screen. And what that will do is it gives us a great combination to be able to throw open Cole Beasley, that corner pattern. It's a deep route over the left part of the field that will get that open. It's similar to what you see from we run in gun bunch tight end, curl flat corner. So that's what we like about it so much. So say if they play a cover 3, right? You're going to see here, if I go ahead and smoke Des Bryant, I still have the routes on the right I can throw, but what ends up happening with you get a great pass rush, but that corner route's so deep that you're going to be able to throw it open. So you do need time in the pocket. So let's just show you here. Time in the pocket. As that route develops, you hit the sideline, down and away pass lead. You can fit that in. That's LB down and away pass lead to throw that route. Now, if your opponent does play, again, like a soft squat, in this example we are, a cover 2 sink, soft squat, watch what ends up happening. When you put that smoke screen out there, that then makes him drop back to cover the corner, and then you can hit underneath that smoke screen for a very easy gain. Great against cover 4s, great against any zone that doesn't have a hard flat on the field. And the next thing I love so much about this play, now if you were to get man-to-man and they call it press, right? Not only will you be able to throw the route open to Elliott, but you'll be able to throw the route open to Witten as well. But this route to Williams over the middle of the field is just absolutely devastating. Usually they get inside positioning, and it's very similar to the post that we have from Gun Bunch Trail on the right side of the field from Gun Bunch. When it breaks to the middle of the field, you throw that pass lead, and you're going to have big results. This is also a great route against cover 2 zone. And as I said, guys, I think pound for pound, this is probably one of the best plays, best base plays you're going to find in the game. A tempo setter for your entire offense. And one other thing I want to recommend here that you can do if you start getting a lot of zone coverages, what I would recommend is leave the far right route to Bryant on that deep in, and then drag Cole Beasley. Now look at the flood that you have. Now you have these two underneath crossers. You got Cole Beasley on a quick drag. You have another late crosser by Des Bryant. So really can open things up for your offense. And don't forget, let's start, you can usually make this play even more powerful when you start using motions, right? So you got this deep corner. Well, what does it look like if you use a deep motion here now, right? So motion Cole Beasley over. Now look at all these crossers you have. You have Cole Beasley breaking to the right. You have a post breaking there. I mean, there is just a number of things you can do with this play with the routes on this formation that really will make it have legs. And this is only breaking down this one play, right? Let's motion over Terrence Williams. Let's try streak to Witten to pull the safety downfield. Look how deep and tender this route is going to get on the field, right? I mean, there is so much you can do with this one play. You still have verticals to go to. You have all the other plays in this formation, inside zone. So make sure you use this well. It will be one of the most powerful base plays I think you'll come across in this year's game. And later coming up, we'll show you how to slow down the route combination on the right side from a cover 4 defense.